you crazy bastards. Yet again, we are coming from the very loud... God, I need to turn my volume down. Holy shit. Very loud and very boisterous. The very bitchy and moany world of of Minecraft. I was trying to think of a decent way to come into it, and I totally failed because the volume kind of threw me off there for a little bit. I actually wasn't going to record anything, really. I was going to start on my Assassin's Creed Syndicate playthrough, but I got issues yet again, and you know how this is. This is Minecraft therapy. This is me having an outlet to be able to bitch and moan about life. Something that I think that would benefit other people. I really do. To just be able to, even if you don't play a video game, just air your fucking grievances. You know, tell it like it is. Talk hard. I think that's the line. Does anybody remember Pump Up the Volume with Kristen Slater? God damn, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I actually own it on VHS, but I don't have one goddamn working VCR in this entire house, which is just sad. It's really sad. Oh, I got some... Oh, yeah. That's from that goddamn little mini zombie bastard came running at me a little while ago. I'm sitting here uploading my Arcade Saturday and editing it, and this I had to stop, and usually I can stop around these torches and I won't have any problems. I can't really get too many mobs up here on top of this thing because I am cut off from the bottom. That's one of the reasons why I, cut off the 2 bricks, or the 2 blocks. Bricks, what the hell am I saying? The 2 blocks off of the bottom, that way, you don't have any assholes that are jumping up here on top of you whenever you least expect it. So, I've been able to come up here on the top and do my thing and not really worry about too many assholes coming up here and being all in my face. But this little zombie bastard, one of those little mini zombie kids, which freaks me out every time I see one. He comes out of nowhere and starts hitting me while I'm right in the middle of doing editing, and son of a bitch started killing me. I'm like, you little motherfucker. But that is what it is. I gotta settle back a little bit. Leaning too far forward. I just got done running upstairs, trying to get my dog to go outside, but she won't because it's wet. And she's a little diva princess. She will not go outside if the ground is wet. She will not go outside if she doesn't feel right. She is total diva. She's daddy's little princess, and she doesn't want to get her precious little paws wet. I'm like, whatever. She was a rescue dog. She's a good dog. She's been through the shit. So, she's got problems. I'm trying to figure out a way that I could dig this, because I'm getting really tired of fucking digging this hole. But anyways, I wanted to come in because, man, I got issues. Everybody got issues. My dog Fifi threw up a finger. Everybody got issues. And now I got people texting me. How nice. I'm answering texts on a YouTube video. How do you think of that? But my problem right now is people want to fuck with me. People want to be fucking with me. And I don't get it. It is yet again another one of those completely personal bullshit things that I can't get into too much. One thing I can say, though, is that it's when you lay down a rule when it comes to your house. Wow, look at that. Or when it comes to your house, when it comes to life in general, when you lay down a rule, you expect people that are going to be a part of your life to respect that, because it is what it is. I mean, I have many unwritten rules. You just don't be an asshole to anybody. Don't get on to other people for stupid bullshit. Just little things like that. But when you want to make a rule and you know that somebody's going behind your back and doing that anyways, that really just pisses you off. You know what I want to do? I just want to dig dirt. Fuck this. I want to dig all this freaking shit out of here because I can, and because I want to, and because I really don't feel like digging anything or doing any mining. So I'm just digging dirt. But I don't like that. When somebody goes behind your back, somebody says one thing, and they make a promise to you. They screw up, and they make a promise to you that they're going to do their best not to do anything again, and then you find out that they're not following through on that. They're really not. As a matter of fact, you get every impression that that person is trying to maliciously do harm to you, and not physical harm, but just harm, just trying to go out of their way to to push your buttons, and I've got that right now. I've got somebody that they're pushing me. They're pushing me to the point that I can't deal with it. I really can't deal with it. And man, I am in need of therapy. Let's put it that way. I really am. I should be drinking. I could be drinking. I have a fucking bottle of Crown Royal sitting right beside me. I just don't have anything to chase it with. Well, okay, I do actually. It's Mountain Dew, but I've got a chaser. Oh my god. Okay, alright. We're gonna get drunk. Let's get drunk. Tomorrow, I was planning on buying a 2-liter Coke anyways, and I was going to drink tomorrow. But, yeah, fuck it. Let's have a drink. Let's have a drink. I'm drinking this shit straight from the bottle. Watch this. Oh my god. Yeah, Angie B bought this for me. It's already got dust on it. Well, it's probably dust from the damn liquor store. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a big bottle too. It's nice. I love the Crown Royal bottles. They're beautiful. Very nice. Oh my god. I've never actually looked at them. I've had several of them in my lifetime. I've just never actually taken a good hard look at them. No, I'm not going to go into that conversation. I was about to bring up a conversation, or bring up something about somebody else, but I'm not going to go there, because we're not going to dredge up the past. We're going to talk about the future, and right now, my future is not looking pretty. Oh, it's open. Can you smell that? I'm putting the lip of the bottle up to the microphone. Take a whiff. Can you smell that? Oh my god. That's pure poison, baby. Pure unadulterated poison. Because really, that's what alcohol is. It's poison. You're poisoning your body. Oh, but it's good stuff though. Alright, here we go. I'm taking a shot. You ready? I don't have a glass from here or anything. I'm drinking this right out of the bottle because I'm an asshole. This is gonna fucking suck. Here we go. Oh man. That was a shot. That was probably a little bit bigger than a shot. But that was a shot. Whew. Well, there you go. Now I'm drinking. Now the title of the video can live up to its name. Because I haven't really been drinking at all doing these damn... Is that clay? No, not that. Can't I? No. 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 God damn it. Clay. Yes, okay. Jesus Christ. I didn't know. I know that this mountain has several different deposits in it that you have to unearth. I found a... While I was digging out the side over there, I found a little pool. I had no idea that it was a pool, and it had one little slit of a one block on top of it, and I did not know. You never would know, unless you dug it out. And I mean, goddamn, I was like, oh my god, there's water. What the hell? And there could be lava in this son of a bitch for all I know. I know it's got a lot of little caves and stuff that still run through it, which is going to make it nice and easy as I'm digging it out. But I haven't really hit any of those yet. So we're gonna. Oh, I can dig. Okay. I didn't know that I could dig clay like that. Cool. Thought I had to use a fucking pickaxe on it. I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. At this point, I'm trying to get over that fucking shot. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm about ready to take another one. Because we're doing this. We're doing this up. So here we go. Another shot. Good God. Yeah. I try my damnedest not to make those goddamn noises in my videos, but I'm drinking tonight. That's what we're doing. Anyways, about this whole goddamn fucking me over shit, man. It's been bugging the hell out of me. It's actually one of those things that I can't easily remedy. It's 3 different people's personal opinions, and they're all butting heads against each other. And it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And I really don't know what to do about it. The biggest concern that has popped up in my head is, the trust, the breakdown of trust. I've tried to be trusting of people, because I don't trust anybody. That, I don't know if I've said it before or not, but rule number 1 is don't trust anybody. That has been my rule for years, because I have been screwed over so much in my life that I refuse to be screwed over again. Whether it be, money, whether it be just friendships, whether it be straight up stabbed in the back, Even something as friggin' retarded as giving somebody a ride, I've been screwed up. You know, letting somebody talk on my phone, I've been screwed on. And I have a very hard time trying to trust anybody because of that. Oh god, this is going to take forever doing it that way. I gotta go make some more shovels. That, or I need to go break some of these. See, I was doing all this for mining purposes. So I guess now I gotta mine. Ooh. Now I'm burping up Crown Royal. But it's... I've been having a lot of those, what if scenarios pop into my head. And... oh, shit. I've been thinking, man, how much better would my life have been if I could have just trusted people? How much better would life be in whole for the entire fucking planet if we could all just trust each other, If I didn't need to have rule number 1. That I could look at somebody and say, that guy's alright, he doesn't look shady, he doesn't look fucked up. I mean, there was a dude out walking walking on my street. Now, this sounds bad because I'm going to say, oh, it's just some random ass dude that was walking down the street. But this guy looked shady. He looked shady as fuck. If you look shady as fuck, then you're shady. I mean, that's just the way it is. You're walking down the street. You're looking at everybody's houses. You just got that. You got that look like you're not there just to be walking around. You got that look like, dude, you really look like you're fucking casing somebody's house. And man, what if we could trust people just to not try to do that shit? Because you see guys like that are walking down the street, and the first thing you think is, well, goddamn, our neighbor got broke into like a week after we moved in to this house. We've only lived in this house for almost a year. Actually, 11 months. Yeah, it'll be 1 year next month because we moved in October, the beginning of October. And within the first week we were here, our neighbor came over and said, well, I just got broke into the other day. And it's like, oh, wow, gee, great. That's... what a wonderful neighborhood we moved into. And it's not a bad neighborhood. I mean, this is really nice. It's fucking suburb neighborhood, 1970s, suburb neighborhood. And, but I'm not going to say it's his own fault. I'm going to say that, the man doesn't have any lights on the back of his house, and he's constantly gone. I don't even think he lives there. I don't even think he owns the place. I think it's like mom owns the place, but we never see him. I mean, he's never over there. And, he leaves all the lights off. Of course somebody's going to break into your house, man. If somebody thinks they can get away with it, shit, they're going to get away with it. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, I just felt the whiskey go through my body. You can always feel it, because it's like your bloodstream just like mellows out. You get that kind of that heat. I was feel it in my shoulders. It goes like down my shoulders and down into my forearms. You can feel it, just like your entire body warms up. At least that's the way I describe it. And it is too. I mean, that's anybody that's just drank straight whiskey, they you know what that feels like. It's a beautiful feeling. It's like you want more. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some more. Oh Lord, Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Man, this. I guess it is okay. I don't know. It just doesn't look as brown as usual. I guess this is me though. It's been a while since we've had Crown in the house. I've had to drink Jack Daniels, Not that there's anything wrong with Jack Daniels. It's just Jack is not as smooth as Crown is. Jack has more of a very bitter hit to it. Crown, actually, it's okay. All said, I'd rather be drinking Jaeger, but Jaeger does a completely different thing to me than just straight whiskey does. Man, oh man. That one's for you. Oh man. Mixing it with Code Red or chasing it with Code Red is creating some interesting results. Whew, yeah. I definitely need some Coca-Cola, man. It's Crown and Coke. That's my thing. But Jaeger, fuck. Jaeger has some kind of something in it. Man, I don't even know. Some kind of something in it that releases some kind of primal bullshit in me. And I mean, we're not just talking about, angry caveman nonsense. We're talking about like primal instincts, wild, hungry animal kind of stuff. It is also my blackout drink. Outside of car bombs, that's my blackout drink. Holy shit. I used to go to one of the main bars where I used to live. Used to do a trivia night, Sunday nights. I know, the most ridiculous night in the world. But God, I may have already said this before. I know it sounds like I've said this before. But they would do $50 prizes for the winning team, and it was mostly useless trivia stuff. I mean, there's a lot of pulp culture shit and a lot of music, name the band, name the album, name the song kind of thing, and a lot of pulp culture stuff, name the movie that this quote came from, shit like that. There was also some history and some other stuff, and we had the team. Me and my buddy that were there, that we happened to meet. It was actually during my breakup a long time ago, that I had a friend that told me, why don't you come out to a trivia night? I'll buy you a drink, I'll get you drunk, you'll have fun. So I said, sure, why not? I'll try it. And I went out, and he introduced me to the team that he was usually on, which is, just a lot of their friends. And, they had been doing it for years and years and years. And, well, I don't want to say years and years and years. They had been doing it for a while. And they didn't really know who I was. I was, kind of a shut-in. I don't want to say I was too much of a shut-in, but I didn't really know too many of these people. And but I helped. I was able to knock off some answers that they liked, and they kind of accepted me a little bit. And then eventually my trivia buddy, he was from another team that we kept either winning or losing with. And his team just eventually decided to stop coming, and he was like, well, mind if I come and join you guys? I was like, okay, sure, no problem. And we managed to get in with two other, they didn't really have a team, it was just it was an older guy and this woman this girl that he had drive him around, and one of the hosts of the trivia night, I'm doing my damnedest not to drop names. I'm trying to be good. One of the hosts of trivia night said, you know, why don't you sit down with them because they need somebody else to help them. So I got introduced to them, and you know, and then the four of us, we knocked it out of the park, without a doubt. We had it in every which way we could. We could do nothing but win. I think we went for, oh God, 8 solid weeks, maybe 7 solid weeks. I don't even remember how long it was, of doing nothing but winning. And the craziest thing was that, you know, you get a $50 bar tab if you win, and the older guy, you know, and the girl, they would leave after trivia was done because they both had to work in the morning. I was working a second shift. You know, my buddy was working a second shift, so we got to stay all night. Drinking on a $50 bar tab. And what we used to do is we'd basically share out the tab to other people. You know, I used to drink. I'd probably crunch $20 of that goddamn bar tab by myself. And it would just be whiskey shots. Whiskey and whiskey and Coke and whiskey and whiskey upon whiskey upon whiskey, and man, that was I drank so much. I'm surprised I'm alive. There were too many days where I would wake up in the morning and I would be passed out on the couch, half my clothes on, half my clothes off, with a trash can beside me so that I could wake up and puke in it. I'd go outside and the car would be parked sideways in the driveway. I don't want to say it was truly sideways, but it was crooked enough that you knew that I did not come in for a clean landing. And yeah, man, there was a lot of blurry nights. There really, really was. But there were nights that I knew that I could control it if I was drinking the whiskey. If all I was having was, you know, the house whiskey and Coke, which was at the time cheap as shit. I think it was like a $2 burn. So you can do the math. I was drinking like a bitch, and I was getting drunk too. I mean, I wasn't there just to fuck around. I was getting blitzed off my ass, and then we would sit around for, you know, 3 or 4 hours before we would go home so that I could sober up. But there were some nights where, man, there was a couple times where we had a couple people that would come into the team, you know, and a guy would, you know, they would be in there, and since they had a hand in helping win the tab, you know, we would like say, okay, you know, sure, yeah, let's do you can have some of this, you know, you got to help us anyways. I mean, it's $50 fucking dollars. We're getting drunk off our ass. And so we would do that, and the one night, this one guy, I don't know who the hell he was, just some random dude came over and started helping us. He knew, you know, other people, but came over, started helping us with questions, and you know, he just kept helping us, and of course we won. And the first thing he did was he went up to the bar and he ordered car bombs. And I didn't know what the hell a car bomb was. I still don't even know if that was technically what you call a car bomb. So was it Guinness with a shot of something that you drop into it and then you chug it really quick? And I chugged that motherfucker, and Jesus Christ almighty, I don't remember the rest of that night. It didn't help that for the rest of that night I had other friends that kept buying me shots. Somewhere along the line, I had told them, and this is secondhand information that I am telling you guys. I had told them that, you know, Jägermeister makes me a sleazy guy. Like, you know, just a sleaze. Like there's something that draws out that base male mentality Now, granted, I am a self-confessed pervert 24/7. If I can make a joke about tits and ass, by God, I'm going to do it. If there's somebody if there's somebody that I know that's, you know, out showing tits and ass, I'm going to say something about it. You know, it is what it is. But Jaeger enhances those qualities to the point that I'm different. And usually if I'm drinking Jaeger, I'm not remembering most of what I'm doing. So they found that out, and sure enough, so I guess somewhere along the line somebody was buying me Jaeger shots, and I was drinking them, and then somebody was feeding me whiskey shots for the rest of the night, and I was drinking those, and that was... I now have blurs, really, really weird blurs of memories of what happened, but that was the night that I woke up in some chick's bed, and I'm not telling this story as a bragging story. I'm really not. I'm telling this as a precautionary tale. More than anything, watch your fucking liquor. Holy shit. but I don't remember too much at all of that night. I really don't. I have flashes. I have flashes of making out with this woman. Apparently, where I thought I was making out with her is completely different than what everybody else is telling me. Because they were saying that we were practically screwing each other on the bar, and I'm like, oh god damn, I don't remember that at all. Nico Drunken Confessions. That's what we're going to call this one. Holy shit. People fucking me over and Drunken Confessions. I do remember making out in a parking lot. There was a lot of... probably a lot of not good hand placements in the parking lot. And I don't have a problem talking about this. I've never had a problem talking about this. We're all adults here. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe not all the adults. Kids, seriously, if you're listening to this, you probably already know what the hell's going on anyways. If not, turn it off, because, you know, you're too young to hear this crap. You really are. But, yeah, somehow we made it back to her house. No matter how drunk I was, for some reason I could still drive. And I woke up next to her in bed. And I just remember the first thing, I remember distinctly the first thing I told her. She was kind of half-ass laying on me. And I told her, chick, you got to move. I got to go to the bathroom. And I hopped off that bed and I ran to her bathroom, and it was projectile vomit all over her toilet. I don't think I hit her toilet at all. I hit everything else but her toilet, and I felt so bad for it. Oh my god, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's disgusting. Jesus Christ. I did get a second date with her. The next night, she was willing to see me again. So I guess I didn't fuck up her bathroom too much for her to notice. I guess I tried to clean it up as best I could. I don't remember her name anymore. I know I had her name and we had talked on Facebook for a while, but the only reason that she was out there at the bar was because she had just gotten dumped by her boyfriend, and she was looking for a quick and easy rebound. And it was it was just a fling. It was just a thing. We went out the next night for a couple drinks. I didn't drink nearly as much. She drank. She told me later on that she didn't remember the second night, and I was like, well, you know, but yeah, the second night wasn't so bad. I still woke up in her bed the next morning, and of course then I had to leave early because I had to go to work. But I had a second job back then, so I had to get up early and go to work. But then after that, we kind of talked, and then she wound up going out with some guy that she worked with, and 6 months later they got married, and I was like, oh well, okay, well, there goes that. That's cool. But yeah, god damn. Jaeger. I got other stories. Oh my god, I couldn't even tell you fucking Jaeger stories, man. It was one time that one of the bands that I was in, they used to get drunk on the weekends. They liked getting drunk. That's what they did. So every Friday night they'd go out and they'd grab some of whatever the fuck they wanted to, and they'd drink. And they'd get drunk, man. These people would get pass out drunk. And that was some of the coolest parties you ever seen. You know, they'd go get all this alcohol, and then they'd either go out and do something, or they'd stay in and hang out on the back porch or some shit. It was, oh shit, that's just a drop there, isn't it? Crap. But they would, that's how they partied, man. That was good stuff. And one night, somebody bought an entire bottle of Jägermeister, and they offered it to me, and I did the stupidest thing in the world and told them what Jägermeister does to me. And of course, that's the automatic, well, you're drinking this shit then. That's the moment when you know that you're probably going to die of alcohol poisoning. That was another one of those nights that I completely blacked out most of it. I remember there being a strip club, and I remember waking up in one of the girls' beds. She was a friend of one of the girls, she was a friend of the sister of the guy that I was in the band with. And yeah. We didn't do anything though. There was absolutely positively no indication that we did anything. I just woke up in the bed next to her. So it's like, wow, okay. I got blackout drunk and I went to some chick's house and I passed out on her bed. And I woke up next to her, and then I had to walk home because there wasn't a car there. My car was back at his house. Jesus Christ. Wow. When did this turn into Drunken Confessions? Jesus, I was so pissed off at the people fucking me over that I completely... Oh, that's right, because I'm sitting there drinking Crown Royal talking about Jägermeister. Fuck. Here's another sip. Here's another shot, by the way. I gotta prepare myself for this one. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it must be taking effect because that's not hurting near as much as it used to. There's another one for you. That'll put you some fucking hair in your nose, though. Holy shit. Oh, man. But I'm not trying to make this into some kind of sex confession nonsense. This is, again, this is just a Drunken Confessions. Because all the rest of it, I mean, the only other good stories that I have of me being shit-faced drunk that I don't remember what the hell I said was, oh God, the Long Island Thursdays. Wow. Yeah, that same bar that I was talking about, they used to have Long Island. I can't do that, can I? Shit. Long Island, 25-cent Long Island Thursdays, where it was 25 cents from 9 o'clock until whenever the hell they ran out. They used to make this shit in a big-ass tub. They would just scoop out a whole shitload of it for you. And it wasn't like it was little tiny shot glasses either. These were fucking solo cup Long Islands for a quarter. So, of course, I'm not really the biggest fan of Long Islands, but I'll tell you what, if you want to give me a 25-cent Long Island in a solo cup, fuck, I'll do it. Shit, I used to walk in there with $2 and stumble out a happy human being. That's just the way that shit worked. Because, man, that would get you fucked up quick. But apparently the Long Island Thursdays, Long Islands tend to make me very talkative, from what I've heard. They also make me black out as well. But apparently I say a lot of bullshit. I got accused several times the next day, or the next, trivia nights, talking to some of my female friends. A couple of them thought it was very inappropriate. Other ones knew who I was and understood that I was just I was just being that much more of who I am, and it wasn't like it was a big thing. I don't know. There's some of those days I just wish I could go back and be sober and be like, dude, what the hell were you doing? Oh my God. Yeah, I had some interesting times. I ain't regretting any of it. That was, everybody's got to go through that shit. The only thing I regret is not doing it sooner. Oh, because, I didn't really start living my life until I was in my mid-20s. Whenever I was a teenager, I was in my early 20s, man. It was music and college. That's all I cared about. I didn't care about going out and partying. Didn't care about doing anything else. I would lock myself in my dorm room, or lock myself in my room in high school. Even in college, I would lock myself in my dorm room and either play music or just something. And it was never, hey, let's go out and party. Until eventually I did. That was whenever I met most of my closest friends was in college. That's where I met Angie B. And wow. We would stay up real super stupid late at night, doing stupid college shit, smoking stupid amounts of weed, and just being general college students. I can't call it partying because it wasn't really partying. It really wasn't. It was just being stupid. I went to several parties, but I don't think I ever drank. I just, call me fucking Wallflower McGee if you want to. But I pretty much stopped studying. I pretty much stopped studying, and I did like they say on South Park, there's a time and place for everything, and it's called college. And sure enough, that's what I did. Reminiscing. Reminiscing. The Crown is making me reminisce. Oh, now it's giving me heartburn. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna stop drinking that. But what was I saying before all this? Was this? Yeah, people fucking me over. That's I probably said this before that, you know, rule number one is always don't trust anyone, because with fairly good certainty, you know, 50% of all humans in the world are going to try to fuck you over in some way, shape, or form. That's just a given fact. That people, human beings, just, they don't care about anybody anymore. They really don't. They don't give a shit. No one cares. I see it every day. Driving to and from work. I have a theory. If you really want to know the way that people are, the way that people truly, truly are, human beings, if you really want to know how people truly are, go drive with them in rush hour traffic. That will tell you everything you need to know about human beings. They are constantly trying to screw you over to get a better spot. That they will never try to lead. That they are all followers. They will follow you for miles and miles and miles until you get out of their way. And then they'll blow past you like you're the worst person in the universe, and you're just like, you could have gone around me anytime you want, but you chose to stay behind me and go slow. Even when you're in a slow lane, people will do this. It boggles my mind, because people always talk about, you know, everybody's always pushing forward. Everybody's always striving to be better than everybody else, and all this other stuff. But at the same time, there are some people that they are just sheep. They'll just follow you. They'll just follow you and follow you and follow you. And you're constantly thinking, you can just go around me, because I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere. I never am. I know where I need to be, and I know what time I need to be there, and I'm okay with that. But there's some people that they're always in a hurry to get somewhere, and yet when it comes down to it, they will ride behind you for miles and miles on end, and then when you finally get out of their way, even in the slow lane, when you turn off into a turn lane, they'll blow right past you. Like, they could have done that miles and miles back, when, any chance they could have taken, but they won't, because they'll follow. They will follow you. And I don't get that mentality. If somebody's going slower than I am, I'll fucking go around them, because I'm not the type to just follow somebody. I really am not. I will go slower than everybody else. I will admit that all day. But I'm not going to follow you. I'm not going to sit there and fucking tailgate you. And then make you feel like shit because you're going too slow. No, I'm going to take my own life in my own hands. I'm going to get around you, and then I'm going to continue on how I'm doing my life. It just boggles my mind. And then you get the people that will cut you off. And these people won't even cut you off by accident. They'll do it on purpose. I mean, they'll have all the space in the world, and they will cut you off right then and there just because they can. And that blows my mind too. It's like, just because you can, you're going to give me that bullshit? You're going to cut me off? I mean, you have all the room in the universe to move, yet you're going to use that 2 to 3 feet in front of my car to do that. And then people want to get mad at you because they think that you're doing something wrong, but you're not. You know, and nobody uses a turn signal. Jesus Christ. Nobody uses a turn signal. Nobody watches what they're doing. Nobody cares about anything. You know, people will blow right past a police car, you know, stopped on the side of the road. People will chase ambulances that are trying to get down the highway. That one blows my mind. You get an ambulance that clears a path, and you'll get like a train of cars that'll be following it. It's like, dude, that ambulance is going 70 miles an hour, you know, trying to get around people, and you're chasing it like a dickhead. Oh my God. And it's all about everybody's just trying to get a better spot. I watch guys that it's so predictable to watch guys behind me that they will go 2 lanes over to get around you and 3 other cars just to get into a spot right in front of you. And you're just thinking, yeah, but you're still in the same place that I am. And this isn't like, for example, like stop traffic. It's like they'll go through all this trouble just to get into a spot right in front of me, but they're still stopped. You're still stopped, you son of a bitch. What are you gonna do? Really? You didn't go anywhere. It's like the guys that don't want to wait for you to take that turn in the turn lane, so they will blow around you so that they can get in front of you in the turn lane. It's like they just want to have that space in front of you. And that's how people are. That's how people exist. Is they don't want to take any responsibility for their actions. They don't want to deal with taking over their own life, yet they will screw you over every single chance they can get just to get a better spot. That's the best way I can describe the human being without a T, and that's what I see. At least I think I see. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's what I think the problem I'm dealing with right now. Certain people just don't care. Is that there's a selfishness that's going on. There's a selfishness that's going on that is screwing me out of some kind of happiness. Best way I can describe it is somebody thinks that I am trying to take away their happiness, and that I am not. I am trying to screw them out of their happiness. So I think they're going out of their way to screw me out of mine. And the worst part is, I don't even think they know that they're doing it to me. There are certain situations that are going to be popping up in my life that if somebody really, really, truly wanted to screw me over, and force me to make decisions that I don't want to make, I think that can happen. And that really hurts. That really, truly hurts. That's something that's been happening to me all my life. Ever since I was in fucking high school. It has always felt like there's always been somebody there trying to pull me down to some kind of level that I don't want to be at. That followed me through that followed me through college. And this may just sound like, oh well, you know, this was just you trying to put the blame on somebody else. Well, you know, you're right. That's right. You know, I could be trying to push blame on somebody else for, you know, my own shortcomings, but I got picked on a lot as a teenager, as a kid, and that's not all my fault. Is that all my fault? Was that all my fault for being picked on like that? For being told that I was a fat, worthless piece of shit? Was that all my fault for? I mean, should I have just lost weight and then you know, made friends with all the people that were fucking with me? They still would have fucked with me either way. Was that my fault? I wonder, you know. Was it my fault for not wanting to go out and interact with these people because I knew that, you know, more than likely I was just going to be laughed at? It's very interesting that the subject has actually come up before with me and somebody else because I was asked, you know, well, did you ever make an effort to go try to talk with the people that were, you know, bullying you and show them that, hey, you know, I'm not the person that you think I am and yada yada yada? And I said, yeah, you know what, I did. I actually got invited out to a house party that they had. And even though everybody told me don't do it, all my friends told me not to do it. Even though everybody told me not to do it, I still went anyways because I said, you know what? They're extending the olive branch. Hell, my own mother told me that I should go try to make friends with these people. And I'll be goddamned, I went there and they used it as a reason to make fun of me. They did. And that was fucked up, man. You know, that's like high school movie shit, you know? That's the kind of stuff that you see in high school movies that, you know, they it's like fucking bringing Carrie to the prom, you know, except they didn't pour ox blood. Wow. They didn't pour pig's blood on me. They just all stood around and laughed that I was even remotely there with the cool kids, and they all wondered why. So what are you doing here, man? You know, this ain't for you. This is for the cool people. What the hell you doing, you fucking nerd, you fat ass? You know? That's what you get for trying. And it took me a long time to get over that. It took me a long time to realize that, you know what? I don't need those people. And it took me an even longer time to realize that everything that happens in fucking high school don't mean shit. Everything that happens between the years of 16 and 21, those mean nothing. Those should not mean nothing. If you're basing your entire life upon those 5 years of your life, man, you got issues. You need to go out and realize that does not determine the rest of your life. It doesn't. Sure as fuck didn't determine the rest of my life. My life was determined by what I did later on. It wasn't the best. I fully admit that. I made my share of mistakes and fuck ups, and I regret some of it. Some of it I don't. You know, shit made me who I am. Shit made me who I am today. And there are things I wish I could change. I would give just about anything to be able to go back with the knowledge that I have now, and God, I would rule life. I would absolutely rule just life as a whole. Look at this goddamn thing, man. Seriously, that's all I've got left. That's probably another week of digging. right there, and then I could start building. I almost thought about starting building anyways, because I've got tons upon tons upon tons of glass ready to go. No, I'm not avoiding the issue by talking about something else. I'm actually talking about my fucking pit. I'm talking about the game. I'm doing something ridiculous. I'm talking about Minecraft while playing Minecraft. What do you think about that shit? Jesus. I hear bones. Yeah. I should probably go sleep. Of course, because there's one out there, you fucker. What's that? Oh, that's a wolf. I wish these wolves would go eat these skeletons, man, because fucking... That's all these wolves ever do. There's like a pack of like 10 wolves that live around here. Around this area and then around the other area. And it's all I ever hear is these wolves... or see is these wolves chasing skeletons around all over the place. So it's like it's been the best security system that I could ever have, without a doubt. I had an itch. I have an itch because I got into something. I think it was either poison ivy or something else that I've been scratching it. I know you're not supposed to scratch it, but most of it's gone now anyways, and it's getting to be like, you know, scabs. So it's just kind of driving me crazy. Shit, I don't want to do that. Of course, these are all empty because I got glass, I got glass, I got glass. I don't know if that'll be enough. I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. I think I'm going to have to go dig some more dirt. I actually have a place way out that way on the other side that it's I dig it out. I've been digging it out. I need to go back out there and dig. It's probably what I'll do. And I'll probably stop this because I still got to do some editing. And, fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I still got to do some editing, and I still got to do some regretting. Because it's okay to regret. It's okay to have regrets, people. It's okay to have regrets. It's okay to have remorse. It's okay to be miserable. It's okay. It's okay to be angry. Fuck, it's okay to be angry. Oh, there's just a creeper down there. It's okay to get pissed off. Let's put it that way. And it's okay to take your anger out. It really is. There's nothing wrong with taking your anger out on something. Not someone. I mean, you know, taking your anger out on something is not the same as having to hurt somebody. You don't have to hurt anybody. You just, you know, I used music to get over my anger, and it worked for the most part. You know, other people use other things, but it's okay. It's okay to be angry. Everybody thinks that the only way to get over anything is to go hide in your safe spot, and that all your fears and all your pain and all your bullshit will just magically go away. No, your bullshit's not going to magically go away. You are just hiding it, is what you're doing, and you can't hide from it forever. You can't blame other people for it forever either. You have to get over it eventually. And I think I've said that like 20 times now, and I just wish some people would realize that. Just new age nonsense. I don't know. I'm sure I piss everybody off every time I talk about any of this stuff, and God, God, they're probably going to make it on YouTube to where if anybody disagrees with anything that you see on YouTube, you could probably report that person just for saying it. This goes along with the new, well, the currently put in place guidelines. I just have that feeling that that's the way it's going to be, is if somebody's feelings get hurt by something that somebody says, then that person can file a report and they'll have that video taken away. Because people's feelings mean more than telling the truth, apparently. I'm going to make another video about that YouTube stuff. I've just by hearing other people talking about it and learning more about it, it is a very, very harmful system of censorship. Even if you don't want to think it is, because one of the things that it's causing is for people not to be able to talk about relevant stories in the news, and that's a problem. Because if you can't talk about things that are happening in current events without hurting somebody's feelings, then unfortunately the only people that are going to be able to report that kind of stuff are major news outlets, and those people are no good. Just saying. But other than that, I need to get off this fucking thing because I'm starting to babble and ramble, and I got laundry I gotta get done too. But I got editing and all that other good stuff. So until next time, thank you guys for listening to me babble on and just generally make stupid noises. I wish you all well in all your future endeavors. And I hope that the world lasts for you. Be good. Don't be dicks. Don't be dicks. Don't screw me over. That's all I ask. Rule number 1, don't trust anybody. I wish it wasn't so. But other than that, take it easy, people.